Some people don't want to see the truth because the truth may destroy everything they've built up to this point. The truth will change the entire direction of one's life. It will get you to realize how much time you've been actually wasting. Imagine having to start over. The thought of that keeps people in the thought of that keeps people who live in fear away from seeing what's actually going on. What is up, family? That is the post that we are breaking down today. I want to welcome everybody to the quote breakdown. It's brought to you by the All Moves podcast. I want to welcome everybody to the show. Shout out to the podcast listeners, the audio listeners, the Apple Podcasts, Spotify, many different on Anchor, YouTube. What is up, YouTube? Thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're listening on YouTube. Again, it helps with the algorithm. It helps with popping up on people's notifications, new feeds. Click the little bell as well to get a notification every time I post a new video. So the caption on this, is, what if you saw your true intentions from moment to moment? What if you saw the true reason behind what you do for a living or why you got married? What if you saw the true reasons why you want to be in a relationship or how the things you find fun are maybe most of the time an escape slash distraction from your problems? If you saw the truth, you will completely change the direction of your life. So what does this mean? I posted this on August 23rd. Again, this is the quote breakdown where we break down the things that I post up on social media, give a little bit more context to some people don't understand. So we give it more context on this show. So what does this mean? The truth can be very discouraging to people who have no intention to change. To people who live in fear, the truth can be very discouraging. It could be very hurtful, right? And it could be very upsetting. People get uncomfortable when they hear the facts, especially when it's about themselves or something that something that they've been following for a long time, and it's very uncomfortable for people to think that the thing that they've believed in for a long time is not true, right? So just think about it. You've been living your entire life thinking this was the way, this is the right way. You've designed a lifestyle. You structured your life in a way where you thought this was the right thing to do or the right way to live, not because of what you thought, but because what people told you was the right way. And then you go on and you live your life. And then you figure out years later, well, man, I fucked up. This wasn't the right thing to do, right? But in reality, you got involved with it for the wrong reasons, so it was bound to fail. It's bound to fail because you got involved in it for the wrong reasons. Now, excuse me, I'm a bit sick, so the weather's changing here in Jersey City, and I got caught slipping today. Went out with a shirt and some shorts, and I'm like, okay, it was freaking cold. It was hoodie weather, so bear with me. If you see the truth, someone who has no intention to change sees the truth, right? They get a little uncomfortable. Now the truth will destroy everything they've built up to this point. When you finally see it, you'll be like, oh, shoot, what have I been doing? And that's what people do when they have no intention to change. They do not want to see the truth because they're comfortable, right? Or they live in fear. Now I'm going to have to change my ways. I don't want to do that. So they work harder to ignore the facts, to ignore the truth. They justify it in their mind why it's not true, why they can't, right? Why I can't do this, why, why I should stay the same. And they're just that's how it creates conflict, because once you see the truth, the conflict is there. You're trying to live in this lie, but you see the truth. Now you live in double lives. Now your mind is always thinking about maybe this is true, and then it's always trying to convince you why it's not true, right? So your mind is like, this is true, and you're trying to convince yourself, nah, it's not. And then, like, it's like a this whole time your mind is being consumed and being distracted by the conflict, right? Because you're not choosing to see the truth and going with it. You want to believe in the fantasy. You want to believe in the thing that's not real. You want to continue to live the lifestyle you're living out of comfort and fear. Now, here I say the truth will change the entire direction of one's life. It will get you to realize how much time you've been actually wasting. Now, when you realize that you've been wasting time, right, for people who truly want change, this is something that they want, right? Because they see the truth and it will completely change their life. That's what they want. They want to see the truth. They want to see the facts. It changes their life. It will help them with whatever it is they're trying to do, right? They say, man, I want change. They see the truth and they're like, okay, cool. Now they can go ahead and make this change. They saw the truth within themselves. Now, the people that don't want to see the truth, anybody who is talking about it, anybody who triggers any type of truth, but they've been living an illusion, they've been living a lie, right? They've accepted mediocrity, they've accepted fear as a way of life. They live in comfort. These people do not want to see the truth. So it will, again, that conflict will exist in the mind. And this is why you see these people. These are the people who make excuses and why they can't do certain things. They be like, I don't feel like it. They justify why not to, because out of fear and comfort, right? Or these are the people that go against it, right? They'll go against what this person is saying, and they make it a thing in life to make sure that that way of life does not become the main focus, because again, it will destroy everything they've built up to that point. So imagine having to start over. The thought of that keeps people who live in fear away from seeing what's actually going on, right? Thinking about thinking about starting over. So you've been living this whole life up to this point, thinking a certain way, and then you realize, man, this is not the right way. This is not leading me to what it is that I want. Having to start over is what keeps people who live in fear in the same place. They'll say, I don't want to do that. Let me stay the same. And that's why nothing changes. That's why people will forever live a miserable life. Some people will accept a miserable life. Some people want to live in mediocrity. That's what they want to be mediocre. That's what it is, right? Because it's much easier for them. This is what they feel. But in the long run, that's what's bringing them the most pain, because they know the truth. People are literally living life just waiting to die. And if you actually thought about this, and you actually saw it for yourself, and you're someone in this situation right now, you would make a change. But like I was saying, that the fact that this can potentially change the way you think. This can change the way you live your life. But if you live in fear, comfort, and these are the things you value, you're not making any moves. So you'll listen to this, but you ignore this. This is what happens. But the truth is, people are living life just waiting to die. You're telling me that people's lives is to wake up and be miserable all day and then go to sleep and then wake up, be miserable all day, live for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, to drink, hang out, party, to escape their problems. And then what? Do it again Monday, hate Monday, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These are people who haven't found their purpose. They're just living life, again, just waiting to die. They're part of somebody else's dream. They're part of somebody else's dream. Somebody else has a dream. And there are people who don't know what they want to do with themselves, getting meaningless jobs, making meaningless moves. They're unfulfilled every single day, because if the number one thing in life is to create your own meaning and purpose, and you settled for something that you don't want to do, you will always live a miserable existence. Your job is to find what it is you want to do with yourself, love what you do, and do the best you can to make that work for you. And because of the fact that you love it and you're all in, that means you will put in the work necessary. You will put in the work that it takes to make it work, to take it to the top. Now, if you're just doing things for the wrong reasons, it will never work. Because you have to put in the work, and you don't and if you don't like it, you're not going to be 100% all in. You're going to look for reasons why not to do. You're going to look for reasons to take vacations. It's funny how the people who have no purpose in their life, the number one thing they want to do with themselves is take vacations. This is what people want to do. Look, people who lack purpose in their life, their sole thing is, yeah, man, I want to take vacations. Everything's about vacation. Now question that. Why? Why does one always want to take vacations? Because if you actually love what you do, it'll be the opposite. You wouldn't want to do anything else but that. You wouldn't want to do anything else but that. It'd be like anytime I'm not doing this, there's a problem. That's what it means when you live with true meaning and purpose. It's every second of your day that you're not doing what you love, there's a problem. You don't want to escape. You don't want to do anything else. You don't mind doing anything else. You don't mind escaping, right? When you have what strategically, when it comes to, all right, I need to take a break now. I've been working all day. The mind needs to rejuvenate. The body needs to rejuvenate, depending on what it is that you do. But there's people who want to permanently escape. And that is somebody who is not living in their purpose. So that being said, I'm going to leave you guys with that. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you guys for tuning into the quote breakdown. If you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, please leave a review, or whatever platform you're listening to this on. If you're able to leave a review, please leave a review on the show. It means a lot to me. So that being said, fam, thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys next time. Peace.